Chiffon cake, light, airy, and so satisfying, but getting it just right can be tricky. If your chiffon cakes keep sinking, turning dense, or just don't rise like you hoped, this video is for you. I'm sharing 10 essential tips that will help you bake a tall, fluffy, and cloud-soft chiffon cake every single time. Whether you are a first-timer or troubleshooting a past bake, let's jump right in. Tip number 1. Incorporate air into the egg yolk batter. When mixing egg yolks with sugar, beat until the mix is pale and fluffy. This step helps build structure and adds even more volume to your cake. As you can see, the batter changes from a deep yellow and runny texture to something pale, airy, and nearly double in volume. That's exactly what we want. Tip number 2. Emulsify oil and milk properly. When mixing liquid ingredients like oil and milk, make sure they come together into a smooth, unified mixture. This emulsification helps stabilize the batter and gives your chiffon cake a soft, even crumb. It also ensures the fat is evenly distributed, so your cake won't end up greasy, dense, or uneven in texture. Tip number 3. Whip the egg whites to stiff peaks. Make sure your bowl and tools are completely grease-free. Even a tiny bit of oil can stop your egg whites from whipping properly. Adding an acid like lemon juice, cream of tartar, or vinegar to your egg whites helps stabilize them, making it easier to whip them into stiff peaks without overbeating. It gives your meringue more structure, which is key for a tall, airy chiffon cake. When the egg whites turn foamy, add the sugar in a few stages, giving it time to dissolve between each addition. This helps create a smooth, glossy meringue. When all the sugar is added, turn the mixer to medium-high speed and continue to whip until you reach the consistency where stiff peaks form. Stiff peaks means that when you lift your whisk, the meringue holds a firm point that stands straight up without dripping. The meringue should look smooth, glossy, and stable, not grainy or dry. This stage gives your chiffon cake its structure and signature airy texture. Tip number 4. Fold the egg whites gently. Scoop a small amount of meringue into the cake batter to loosen it first. Then pour the loosened batter back into the rest of the meringue. Use a whisk to gently fold everything together, just until no white strips remain. Finally, switch to a spatula to gently scrape the sides and bottom of the bowl to make sure everything is fully combined without deflating too much of the air. You will know the batter is ready when it lightens in color and looks smooth and airy, almost double in volume. Tip number 5. Don't grease the tooth pan. Before pouring the batter, make sure your pan is clean and completely ungreased. No oil, no parchment paper. Chiffon cake needs to cling to the sides and the tube of the pan as it rises, so don't grease or line the pan at all. This is key to getting that tall, fluffy structure. You can still bake chiffon cake in a regular round pan, but just keep in mind, without the center tube, the cake might not rise as tall as it would in a tube pan. The tube provides extra support and helps the batter cling and climb as it bakes, giving you that signature height and fluffy texture. If you don't have a tube pan, it's still important not to grease or line the sides. The batter needs to cling to the pan as it rises. You can line the bottom if you like to help with easy removal. You might want to bake it a bit longer and watch closely to see if it is done, since heat circulation will be slightly different. Tip number 6. Remove air bubbles. Once your ungreased tooth pan is ready, I like to pour the batter into the pan all in one spot. It helps keep things neat and also lets the batter settle evenly on its own. Then lift the pan slightly and gently tap it against the countertop to release any large air bubbles. This helps prevent big holes from forming inside the cake. You can also run a skewer through the batter to remove smaller air pockets. These simple tricks help achieve a fine, delicate crumb in your chiffon cake. Finally, give the pan a gentle shake to level the batter if needed. And that's it! Your chiffon cake is ready to go into the oven. Tip number 7. Temperature and position are the key. Temperature control is key when baking chiffon cake. While an oven thermometer isn't a must-have, it's a smart investment, especially if you bake often or aren't sure how accurate your oven is. Even small temperature variations can affect the final result. Also, always bake your chiffon cake on the lowest rack. This helps the cake get gentle, even heat from the bottom, promoting a steady rise without over-browning the top. Tip number 8. Don't open the oven door too early. Avoid opening the oven door too soon. Sudden temperature drops can cause your cake to collapse. Only check to see if it is done in the last 5 minutes of baking. You can insert a skewer in the center. If it comes out clean or just a few dry crumbs, your chiffon cake is done. Tip number 9. Invert the cake immediately after baking. When it's done, flip the pan upside down immediately. Cooling chiffon cake upside down helps set its structure and prevents it from sinking. You can place the pan on a wire rack or DIY a setup by resting it on 2 glasses to elevate it. Allows air to circulate underneath as it cools. Just need to make sure the setup is stable to hold the cake. Tip number 10. Release only when completely cool. Let the cake cool fully before you unmold it. Be patient. This step prevents tearing and helps the chiffon cake hold its soft, fluffy texture. Gently press the cake down along the edges and around the funnel with your fingers, little by little. Then push up from the bottom of the pan to release it. Repeat the gentle pressing along the base. Then place your serving plate or cake stand over the pan, flip it over, and let the cake release onto it. However, if this method is tricky, try using a thin plastic tool or an offset spatula. Carefully run it along the edges, around the funnel, and under the cake to help release it without tearing. I have tried both methods, but if you use a tool, make sure to glide it closely along the pan, not the cake, to avoid damaging the delicate sides. Even if it doesn't come out perfectly, it will still taste amazing. And that's it, your chiffon cake is done. This bake takes time, care, and a gentle hand, and you have seen it through from start to finish. Take a moment to appreciate how far you have come. Every soft, fluffy slice is proof of your effort and love for baking. Bonus tip: failure equals to feedback. Every mistake is a lesson. Not all my bakes are perfect, but each one teaches me something new. In this case, I think my cake was slightly underbaked and I unmolded it a bit too forcefully. That's probably why it's cracked in the middle. Maybe next time I will bake it just a little longer and be gentle when unmolding. That's what baking is really about. Trying, learning, and improving. One day, it all just comes together. And when it does, that feeling of satisfaction is totally worth it. So keep baking. Your perfect chiffon cake might be just one bake away. Chiffon cake might take a few tries, but you have got this. If you found these 10 essential tips helpful, don't forget to like and share this video. And if you are looking for chiffon cake recipes to try, I have linked all my favorites in the description. Check them out on my blog. Got a question or need help with your chiffon cake? Drop it in the comments. I would love to help you out. If you give any of the cakes a try, tag me on Instagram and let me know how it went too. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so we never miss a chance to bake together. As always, thanks so much for watching and your support really means a lot. If you are curious about more chiffon cake recipes, check out my chiffon cake playlist to explore different flavors and ideas. I will see you there. Happy baking. Bye for now.